Alright, hello, we are back for the stream. I apologize for that, there have been some technical issues, so we had to restart. And currently though, I think that Illya is very comfortable with this, especially with the 964. Oh, and Combo Gaming finds a drop on the slow jam. I mean, this is really not a surprising part to find some drops on. It's a really difficult chart to keep your combo in if you're not paying attention well to it. Illya currently has been performing extremely well on this chart. OD8, so it doesn't really have a lot of leeway for accuracy. And now we have another slow jam. I won't be surprised to see if there's any mistakes here again. But thankfully, both players seem to be able to keep their composure intact. And as we are going here, as we're seeing, Illya is able to keep this accuracy afloat, which I think it shouldn't really be too much of a problem. 70,000 point advantage is pretty big already, especially for this kind of chart. That's another miss from Combo Gaming. That is not going to help at all. Time is starting to run out. Illya gets a few bad judgments, but I don't think that's gonna change the result at all. Combo Gaming is not gonna have the advantage that they'd want to have. Oh, is the client going client again? Let's just wait and see. But the result is pretty much already set in stone here, I think. We're just waiting for both players to finish. Well, unfortunately, it's already been finished. So the bans were LN3 for Combo Gaming, which is valid. Okay, LN3 and sorry, yeah, LN3 and the ban for Rise 5. So red picked SV. And now Combo Gaming is going to be picking Little Hearts. I think it's a very risky move though to choose this. Alright, so this pick is a jump stream pick, which has a lot of trills emphasized onto it. I won't be surprised if Combo Gaming is gonna try to bank on, well, keeping the combo afloat, as expected from his username. I do think Illya will try to outact them, which is a good decision, because Illya's strengths are typically on the trilling side of things, on the stream side of things. So I do think that Illya should try to stick to accuracy. But it's gonna be a risky move because Combo Gaming is probably gonna try to FC everything here. Oh my gosh, it's getting closer and closer. Oh, these trills are terrifying, by the way. What makes them so scary is like, you could easily drop if you're not paying attention. Combo Gaming really trying to push it even further, trying to get the lead from Illya, but Illya is just not budging an inch. And these patterns, they aren't the most chokeable either. Yeah, they're painful to play, especially if you're streaming or trailing really fast. But it's... Oh, as I say that, Illya does find the drop. That could be the deciding factor. Unless Combo Gaming finds a drop of his own, it's not gonna change. This is a 6,000 point lead. It looks to be safely on Combo Gaming's hands. Time is running out though. We're at the last stretch, and I think Combo Gaming has pretty much set this in stone. I think that will do it. There is going to be Combo Gaming's first point on the board, but Illya was so close. It was really just the miss there. Yeah, Illya outraged Combo Gaming by quite a bit. It's actually a really good performance from both players, but again, accuracy-wise, Illya does win, but that miss was a bit too much. So the pick will be Element from Illya. I'm not surprised about that. So I do like this pick from Illya just because it really looks to favor her, as Ellen focus stuff isn't really a strength of Combo Gaming here. So great decision from Illya to go for one of her strengths here, at least compared to Combo Gaming. I do think that Rice will be closer than the Ellen pick, just because I think Illya does have the accuracy to counter Combo Gaming, but I can't say the same for the other way around, if that makes sense. Yeah, so far the coordination really has been working for Illya right now. Can't say the same for Combo Gaming, but Combo Gaming is putting up a fight, keeping a pretty respectable combo here. But yeah, these Ellen picks really aren't going to be favored towards Combo Gaming, and as I say that is another drop. I will say though, I do think Combo Gaming has a wider range of picks because of the Rise charts, and there's only like 3 Ellen charts, actually 2 because one of them was banned. I believe it was Ellen 2 which was banned by Combo Gaming. That's a lot of just misses all over the place there. That is going to be terrifying. And Illya finds a drop at the end, but it doesn't matter. The combo that she built up and the accuracy was just way too much. I will say though, let's have like a sort of, we're just going to fix the skin a little bit, which is why we're going to be displaying this. Right, we should be back now. So Combo Gaming does pick Rise 3. Alright, here we go. So this core jack pick, oh, well, Combo Gaming finds an early drop. That's going to be really detrimental. I didn't even realize that. Well, that's going to keep Illya on the board here. All she needs to do is hold on and focus. She cannot find any drops now just because this chart is going to just keep on going and going and going, and it's not going to stop. It's a few 300s, but yeah, Combo Gaming is still way behind. 99.5 is not going to cut it. That could have been a lag spike. That could have also been a keyboard issue, for all we know. But Combo Gaming, the only thing they can do right now is pray. And if I'm not mistaken, this was also Combo Gaming's Protect. So let me just take a look. Yeah, this was Combo Gaming's Protect. So Combo Gaming tried to answer Illya with the Protect of their own. So valid. But it's just that I actually don't think this was the correct Protect to make for Combo Gaming. Why do I say this? Because Combo Gaming should have probably protected something like Rise 1. Or maybe even EX1. No, Combo Gaming should have protected EX1 actually. Just because of the physicality aspect. And instead of protecting something like this, I just think that even though Rise 1 was probably streams, and as I mentioned before, Illya also has some strength when it comes to streams, I just don't think that it's the way to go. Especially when core jacks have the more straightforward patterns and you're up against someone who will utilize accuracy to her advantage. There's a few 300s from Illya. I can feel the nerves are starting to come, but Combo Gaming is still behind. Illya is now in the driver's seat, has been in the driver's seat for throughout most of the chart even. That was just a very unfortunate occurrence, but I think Illya is going to take a break point on her opponent's Protect as well. That is going to be the first break point of the match, and very unfortunate timing for Combo Gaming. 999 as well, 35 300s. I think even without those bad judgments at the start, Combo Gaming would have still not won that. 999k for Illya is insane, by the way. That is really insane. Alright. So, yeah. I was like, what? Why is Illya banning LN2? Whoops! Whoopsie daisy, that is definitely not what's supposed to happen. So Illya's got to ban, I think it should be EX1 at this point. It's so obvious that she's nervous, by the way. So there we go. So combo gaming will be banning. What's that again? Combo gaming will be banning LN2. This is gonna be hybrid 1. Alright, give me a moment. Just going to be fixing some technical issues real quick. So apologies for that. Alright, again, apologies for that. We're just trying to get everything fixed. And yes, there is no audio, I'm aware. But let's just get this fixed right now, real quick. Alright. So this lead is, it's still on Illya's side, but there are some misses at the start. Right, once again, we're going to be... There's been a lot of technical issues today. I am so sorry for those right now. Alright, please give us a moment as we're gonna try to fix everything. Right. It should be fine-ish now as we try to get the audio to load. Oh, what is going on with the client? Alright, so again, still no audio. The time is running out. I don't know who's gonna win this. I think Combo Gaming should be taking this. I can't tell. What is going on with this client? Alright, so we just have to fix the client here. Oh, did Combo Gaming take it the final second? Yeah. Okay, well, it's gonna be another breakpoint. Huh. Interesting. Wow, the accuracy was so much better on Illya's side, but the misses were too much. That's a 3k point lead though. Alright, once again, we're just gonna try to load the audio in the client. I do apologize for the technical issues that I'm experiencing right now. But for some reason, yeah, the audio just... Oh, there we go. Finally. So it's 3-2 right now. Illya's misses were a bit too much to overcome. So Combo Gaming is going to be choosing Rise 1. I can see where this pick is going. Alright, so it's 3-2 right now. Combo Gaming was able to steal a breakpoint back. Okay, wait, I think we need to fix the picks real quick. Because yes, this was red pick. This was blue. Here we go. So Combo Gaming did choose Raindrop. So again, Combo Gaming is gonna bank really hard on keeping this combo afloat. But again, I do think this is one of Illya's stronger Rise skill sets. So it's just scary because there are some of those mini jacks. Not sure what to feel about this one. I am honestly scared. A lot of streams here. It's really going to be the accuracy angle here for Illya, while Combo Gaming has to keep that combo afloat. I mean, fitting to his name. But those streams, they're very physical. Like, the thing about these streams is they're quote-unquote straightforward, but they really require a lot of physicality. So it's going to be a really difficult battle here. I'm scared for Illya because she may have the superior accuracy, but she's missed more in this match. I don't know what's gonna be the key to this victory. My gosh, I'm so nervous right now for both players. Illya's dropping some 300s on this part. I think the nerves are really starting to hit. Combo Gaming has to ensure that this is not gonna lose in terms of like lead. Like the mindset can't be that. He has to think that there can be a chance that Illya finds a drop, but Illya just is consistent. Oh, there's some 300 rushes. I think the nerves are starting to get to her. Well, Combo Gaming has increased the accuracy. Ooh, that's some great. Oh my goodness. These parts are brutal when it comes to physicality, but Illya just holds on. Oh my god, I'm scared. Both players are keeping really good accuracies. The streams are starting to really... But Combo Gaming is the one who drops. Oh, Illya manages to hold on, and that's another breakpoint back. Oh my god. That ending stream, I saw Illya drop a few greats, but it was just enough to lead this to victory. As now Illya is on match point with her own pick. So yeah, I think the most logical pick here is EX2 indeed. I like this pick. It has to be this, yeah. Alright, here we go. EX2, this is an Ellen-oriented choice. Oh, just waiting for both players to ready up. Here we go. Some 200s from Illya, some 300s at the start from Illya, but that's not gonna matter. Combo Gaming is already dropping 200s at the start. It's a bad drop though. And just like that, I think Illya has... Oh, I was about to say has built a comfortable lead, but not anymore. That drop is massive. It also includes an act drop, which was really big as well. This pick should, on paper, benefit Illya, but Combo Gaming isn't too far behind. That's another drop from Illya, actually. Yeah, this act lead is on Illya's side, but it's a long chart, so anything can happen here. Combo Gaming dropping act, that's a big miss as well. Illya and Combo Gaming are just trading misses with each other. But it really hurts Combo Gaming more, because at least Illya has the accuracy to back her up. Never mind, as I say that, but Combo Gaming drops an even bigger one. Yeah, that's significant. However, Illya's drops are just as big, so that's the terrifying part. Ooh, what was that? That's a massive drop from Illya. She has to keep this up, or else Combo Gaming will be able to snatch a breakpoint in return. Ooh, here we go. Combo Gaming doesn't have an act lead. It's on Illya's side. But Combo... Yes, well, Combo Gaming really just has to combo. No, never mind. Whoops! Well, I think that could be a deciding factor. But, oh my god, the misses that Illya has been dropping has been big. But Combo Gaming drops again. This could be it. This could be the pick that sends Illya to the next round of the winner's bracket. And yes, it is. So much better act from Illya, but the miscount was higher, and that almost gave Combo Gaming the win. Good game well played to both players. Honestly speaking, both players did really well. Combo Gaming had many chances to win. Like, Combo Gaming almost won this. Combo Gaming also could have won Rise 3. But Illya was just better in accuracy, and I think that was just more than enough to send her to the next round of winner's bracket. But Combo Gaming is not eliminated yet. Combo Gaming still has the loser's bracket to make a run on. So here we introduce our winner. It's going to be Illya. It was a close match. Both players did great, and I do hope that they both enjoyed the match, which is the most important part, right? Well, thanks so much everyone for coming to the stream, and see you next time for the next match.